Hey there, gorgeous. My name is Melissa, and I am also known as the Taropist, and I am going to be your tarot card reader. Guys, we are going to do a full-sized love reading today for the collective, so this can resonate for any placement of any zodiac sign at any time, and it can be anywhere from single to married and anywhere in between, just whomever you have on that beautiful mind. I am going to go into a little bit of an introduction about myself and my channel and the structure of the reading. If you've heard this all before or just not interested in hearing it the first time, you are going to be able to click on the timestamp in the pinned comment below and jump right into the beginning of the love reading. For those of you who are interested in knowing a little bit more about myself, again, I am the Taropist. And anything that you would ever need to know about me or the channel, you can find either in the description box below, the channel description, or my community tab. You can certainly always check out my website here, which is www.thetarotist.com. I am currently closed for the Zoom and FaceTime personal readings. However, I am still available for the pre recorded and email personal readings, and all of the information that you need about those is going to be in the description box below. You can also find my email address down there. If you have any further questions about those readings, guys, you can always email me and ask me there. You can always comment on any of my videos or things like that too if you're not interested in emailing me. Okay, so the personal readings are going to be the only way to guarantee that I channel your personal information. I am a channel and I do channel energy and information and thoughts and things like that, vibrations. So the only way to guarantee that is by way of personal readings. And if you're uninterested or unable to do a personal reading with me, but you would like me to be more likely to pick up on your personal situation in my collective reads, then do make sure you are engaging with the channel in as many ways as possible. This just makes your energy more pronounced here on the channel, and it makes it easier for me to pick up on your particular threads of energy. So some easy ways you can do that, guys, are by liking or commenting on any of my videos or my community tab posts. You can certainly always share any of my content if you feel like it will be helpful to others. And my personal favorite, and I think the most powerful way for me to be able to pick up on your personal energy in my collective readings, is by you clicking the little subscribe button below. If you are going to subscribe to the channel and you would like to be notified when I do upload or go live in the future, then please set your notifications to all. All right, guys, I think that about covers it. We are going to start out with the dream guidance love messages to get some communication that has been lacking in the third dimension. Basically, what you maybe have been thinking but not speaking to one another, whether you're in a relationship or separated for any reason or have never had a relationship at all. And then we will jump into the base energies with the Light Seers Tarot. We're going to get your energy in the first column, their energy in the second column, and then the potential outcome in the third column. Because this is collective and I am just picking up on energy, you can certainly always reverse the roles between you and the other person. If you feel like your energy is more fitting to the second and theirs more fitting to the first, I am going to refer to the first column as you. The third column is a potential outcome. And in any reading, the energy that I'm picking up on, the outcome is always going to be potential because we do have free will, and any decisions that you would make in your physical reality are ultimately going to shape your physical reality. So, just because the energy is available to you does not guarantee anything, and you will need to take any necessary action. Okay, so let's get rocking here. I will clarify everything, by the way, with the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot to just dig deeper into the reading. Okay, we are starting out with these dream guidance love messages, and I did lie to you. So it doesn't feel malicious at this time. I know that people think they're protecting themselves by either omitting information or giving wrong information. I am obsessed with you. Let's see what else we get here. We're going to get one more, and then we'll look at the bottom of the deck. That did want to pop out, but it didn't pop out, so we're going to wait. My life is upside down. Aw, I do feel like I need time to heal myself first. Okay. Oh, I do feel like somebody's gone through something very life altering, and this could be a job loss, this could be a divorce, or anything like that. Okay, so we're gonna find out who's what around here and get some tarot on it. The Page of Wands in your energy. 10 of Wands. I do feel like it's your person going through something with the 10 of Wands here. Devil card. Obsessed. Okay. And we do have the as the overarching energy and then the Tower under that, but we have the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is a card of curiosity, inquisition, and intrigue even. But certainly it is a third dimension or a fifth dimensional card. This isn't a card of third dimensional communication or physical communication, but more thoughts. Our thoughts, the swords represent thought. Where the Page of Wands is more about third dimensional communication or inspiration, but we're going to get more on all of this here. It does seem like either you could have met this person online or certainly keeping an eye on one another online, but not communicating in the third dimension. I do feel like there was communication and maybe from you and maybe this person that you communicated to. I don't know that you've communicated yet, by the way, or you're feeling inspired to communicate. We're going to get more on all of that. So the Page of Wands is another page. So they are messengers and it does talk about communication, passionate communication, communicating with someone you're feeling passionately towards. And then the 10 of Wands is a card of burdens and it talks about somebody who has the weight of the world on their shoulders. So they're feeling like they have a lot of people relying on the decisions that they make, whether that be children or, again, maybe just a bunch of people that are telling them that for whatever reason, this connection isn't the right connection for them or whatever it is. It feels like they're taking a lot of opinions from others and it feels very heavy at this time. And then we do have the Devil card in the outcome here. So I'm not sure that this is a healthy connection, but we're going to get more. I'm going to go through all of this. Underneath of the Page of Swords is the Tower card. And the Tower card is another very tough energy. And it does, like I said earlier, it feels like somebody could be going through a divorce or some sort of huge life altering change. And it does feel abrupt or sudden and unexpected at the same time. Mars energy. So Aries, Scorpio here. And then we do have Capricorn with the Devil card, which is Saturn energy and about life lessons. So when the Saturn energy comes up in the outcome, there's a life lesson in it for us and maybe a lesson that we've been learning over and over and over again. Okay, but we're going to find out more. Maybe it's about choosing for the wrong reasons in the love department. And we're going to see what happens here because you might be looking at somebody online that intrigues you sexually, but isn't somebody that is good for you or connects to you on a soul level, but with the 10 of Wands here. So maybe the people are right who are, oh, well, well, you have the Two of Cups. I love the Two of Cups, by the way. So there is some heavy energy here. We're going to work through this. I don't get too judgmental when it comes to the Devil card or the Tower card. I don't let them scare me too much because I think life lessons, first of all of us have Saturn placed somewhere in our birth chart. And maybe it's in your seventh house of love or theirs or both of yours or something like that, and you've had to learn a lot of tough lessons in the love department. A lot of times these tough lessons are all about, I don't think a lot of times is the right word there, all the time these lessons are about mastering ourselves, making better decisions for ourselves, and I guess what's the right word here, becoming more self-aware and aware of our own intention. The Two of Cups, lovely energy, is about, I want to say, a perfect match, right? Your perfect match in love, or at least that's what it's feeling like right now. Like you feel like maybe you've never felt so connected to somebody before. But I also want to say, because it's in your energy and not in the outcome here, there feels like you have finally come into alignment with the things that you truly align with or you want in this lifetime, or you're very clear on what it is that's valuable to you, or you're very clear on the things that are right for you, no longer chasing down the things that's like, in our 20s, 30s, some of us even in our 40s. We chase after things that don't align with us because they seem exciting. But the Page of Wands is about a time where we kind of finally let down what we think we're supposed to be or we think we're supposed to be, and really start going after the things that connect with us on a soul level or really do align with our higher self or our greatest good. So Two of Cups, again, it's like a perfect alignment with you and your higher self here. And I feel like you do really know that this is what is meant for you, but we're going to find out more about their energy because the 10 of wands isn't scaring me. And neither is the devil card. Like I said, this could be a life lesson. And sometimes it's like talking about that the life lessons that we've gone through it and learned from are leading us here into the outcome. So I feel like this person might be freshly coming out of a life lesson in the form of a relationship that was not aligned with them. You do have the two of wands and the knight of swords here. It's like I'm getting this energy with the two of cups, all of these actually cards leading up to the two of wands about you, and then the knight of swords, which is a very quick moving energy, or I want to say um that they consume your mind at this time, or you feel like you want to take action towards somebody. And I want to say I'm getting like a maybe a premature action or something like that, but let me get more on their energy because I don't know that they're completely separate from who they, it does look like they might have already left a connection. Again, whatever upheaval is going on, it does feel like it could be a divorce. You'll know it's not like a secret divorce or anything like that. If you know, the person that you feel like you have a connection to was married, but you know they're going through a divorce at this time. They're saying to be it's like you want to, you've been waiting for this moment. And I don't want to say you manifested their divorce by any means. I think they were in an unhealthy relationship that they, you know, learned several different life lessons from. But they are asking you to be patient here while they go through some of this healing. Let me see. I need time to heal myself first. So I do feel like they're trying to gain a higher perspective here. And I feel like they're on pause in life with this hanged man. You can see that he's tied up and hanging from the tree, and there's a light around his head, which talks about a higher perspective or becoming enlightened is actually the right way to say that probably. But it does talk about a time of solitude and kind of, I want to say, retreating from the world because they have, well, first of all, I think a lot of people kind of in their ear about what their next move should be. I do feel like you may have met when they were married, and I feel like there was a spark there, but I don't feel like either one of you were willing to well, I don't know that that's true either. I think you might have been eager to start something with somebody because I want to say not for malicious reasons or anything, but maybe because you knew that the situation that they were in, I think you knew immediately that this was the one. I don't think you always feel that way. So when you feel that way, I want to say you're very connected to your intuition. And when you felt so inspired by this person or so intrigued by this person or so connected to this person, it's like you didn't question who they were for you or who they were to you or what this connection meant. However, it wasn't so simple. They had a lot of different things that they had to figure out. So I do feel like there's been separation, and I do feel like you guys are not in communication in the fifth dimension or in the third dimension in the physical world, which is why that is your overarching energy, which talks about that you're both thinking about one another all the time, including, I want to say that this person has gone through some very heavy things in their life, and it's not simple to go through a divorce and separate items and try to do this, I want to say amicably. But and I want to say that what keeps them going is knowing that this connection is out here, but they still need the space to heal themselves. In fact, if you guys were to connect too quickly here, they would unfortunately bring some of the karmic lesson or some of this Saturn energy into this connection. So patience is like the key to the success of this connection here. Okay. And patience, I don't want to say they're going to need years or anything like that. They just need to know that they're doing things for the right reasons. And because the tower card was under there, I don't even know that they're the one who left the person that they were with. So I do feel like there's some betrayal that has happened or some sort of, there was this I did lie to you card. I don't know if they originally lied to you about being married, but it feels like they might have found out their partner was lying to them. You both have the Page of Wands. Again, this is all like a life lesson on learning what's actually for us because we spend a lot of our life, again, our 20s and 30s, usually chasing after things that we're told we're supposed to have instead of the things that are truly aligned with who we want to be. So I guess, well, and then they get the world card, which is exactly what I was saying there. And it's like they're finally starting to realize that they settled for a lot of things in their life, whether that be the lover that they were with, the jobs that they've had, settled for a lot of things in their life just to try to make it by or get by or do kind of like keep up with the structure that we have set in place here. I know I'm so weird and I always go into this like, this colonial construct or whatever. It's like, when we try so hard to be, and I think we should all be good people, right? I think we should all abide by the laws of the universe and things like that. But I think some of the things that were set in place for us to listen to or go by, or the roadmap we were given wasn't, it's not customized for each person, and we're all very different people. So if you're the kind of person who knows that there's love and real connection out there, but you settled for something that was more transactional, and this person feels like they did, I feel like you both have, by the way, with these Saturn lessons, I do feel like you've both had a lot of lessons in love and learning that just because somebody is attractive on the outside, or just because somebody has a lot of money, or just because somebody looks good on paper doesn't mean they fit or they're for us or something like that. They are closing out the cycle though with the world card and going through, it's like the patience is for that reason. Like, let them actually complete this cycle on their own. This is how the only way that this cycle can be completed. And again, when they're distracted by the attention that they're receiving from you, it kind of helps them avoid any uncomfortable, any of the things that are really going to help them grow. Okay, so there is a strong need for you to be patient here. Six of Swords in the outcome with the Devil card and the Three of Cups here. This could be somebody that you're actually friends with, certainly somebody that you maybe have to see in your community. They could be even a neighbor, or it could be a family friend or something like that. And then the Six of Cups in the outcome. I love this for you guys. You have two sixes, Six of Swords, Six of Cups, Three of Cups. So it does feel like a soulmate or somebody. Again, this could, now with the Six of Cups here, this could even be somebody that you've known since childhood, maybe ran back into. This doesn't have to be for everybody, this part of the story. They were married, and so it was like kind of almost disheartening, I want to say, because you were like, ooh, I thought reconnecting with you, again, I want to say you maybe ran into one another very serendipitously, like at a grocery store or somewhere, and whoa, it was like all the feelings came rushing back. And again, this doesn't have to be for everybody, that there was that type of a connection before. And this could just be while they were married, you met one another, and the spark was so undeniable. You could just feel the connection on a deep soul level, maybe a connection that you had never felt before. Could be somebody you worked with now with the Eight of Pentacles here. So however the story pans out for you, it's going to be different for each and every one of you. It is a collective reading, but it does feel like somebody that you were connected to in a community of some sort. Again, a neighbor, a coworker, or somebody that you've known since childhood but hadn't seen. And there was always a connection there, but life took us on our journeys of learning these Saturn lessons. Saturn lessons, again, are these kind of lessons that we have to learn the hard way, but they ultimately give us like a mastery in whatever love is what I want to say, because I feel like a lot of your lessons were in the love department, where you ended up with the wrong people at the wrong times, and learning all these hard lessons about what happens when we choose for the wrong reasons, ultimately leading us to this situation where we're given the opportunity to choose with our head or our heart over our head, or choose with the feeling rather than what it looks like on paper. But it does look like we're working through some obstacles, and they are still closing out a lifelong cycle of learning these tough lessons in love. And I want to say that because I think they were actually married, there is a lot more to their situation. It's more complex. So actual divorce papers, and I don't know if they've already done those or signed those, or and then child, if they have children, then hours that they're going to get the children, who's getting what, and all this stuff they're going through. I'm getting this sorting through all of these things, and as they're sorting through all of these things, it's like reminding them of just kind of how they chose this situation in the first place. They're doing a lot of self-reflection here and reflecting on the way that they got into this connection and all the other connections, and why they keep turning out the same way, the same ending. And it's because they're recognizing that they never chose for love. So whether you met them recently or from the past, it's like the only person they've ever really felt connected to on a soul level is you. And I feel the same for you, that you're feeling this connection with them. You know that they're right for you, or they're the one, your match. But it is asking you to be patient while they sort through all of these different complicated dynamics that come with the kind of separation that they're going through in their life, and not just the separation itself and sorting all the things out. I feel like they also have people that are kind of trying to control their actions, or kind of, I guess what I'm getting is like they're trying to control the narrative for them, or what they should be doing, and what makes a good mom, or what makes a good dad, or what makes a loyal partner or a loyal person. All these things are getting a lot of different bad advice from people who have gotten their bad advice from people who have a very third dimensional perspective on love. So, again, patience here, but it does ultimately look like if you can be patient with this person. And I just think that it could really work out in the end here. And that's all. I don't know how else to finish that. So I feel a little weird about this ending, but I do love you and I am excited for you. But this does look like some patience is needed here. Okay. I love you so much. And I will see you in the next reading. Hit that like button if you've made it this far.